Hello and welcome to English 101, College Reading and Composition 1. So who am I? I'm Nuala Mary Linka, aka Nunu, and I'm not your boss. I'm not God. I'm your friendly teacher guide. And let's emphasize this word, guide. So who are you? You're my student, that's clear. So that means you're my teacher. You teach me how to teach you. So you're my collaborator. We work together in this teaching learning process because here is a great truism or truth about the teaching learning process. Without each other's help, the teacher and the student, we will not be successful in this course. We just won't. We won't engage in meaningful learning. I don't want to spit out a lot of information for you to memorize. I want to work together. And I want you to teach me how to teach you. In this course, we teach each other. There's one red apple for me as a teacher, but there's a second red apple for you as a student because you are my student, you're my teacher, and you're my collaborator. And I'm your teacher, I'm your student, and I'm your collaborator. If something is wrong with one of the assignments, I'm not going to know. If I'm not reaching you, guiding you appropriately, then you need to teach me how to do so. Okay, and that's what Inbox is for, and also Skype, and I'll talk about that in this video. So let's go into our course, and let's learn a little bit about it. So here we are, and I'm going to switch my image over to here, and we are in Home. And this is a fairly small menu on the left side of the screen. Why is that? It's because I don't like those big, long menus that are very confusing. I like few tabs. I believe less is more, or fewer is more. So what is Home? How should we think of Home? Think of Home as one of those really cool bulletin boards that we used to have when we were younger. Do you remember we walked into the classroom and we saw it there on the wall? And it was this big square, and it was decorated with whatever we were doing, whatever school project or the seasons or something like that. It was really cool. And so this is our bulletin board. And what do we have on it? Well, we have a handy link to modules, week 1 of 6, June 10th through the 16th, 2019. Our assignments right here, because modules, which is over here in the left menu, is our class Bible. It has everything in it. It has all the reading assignments, all of the essay assignments, every quiz you'll do. But I like to keep this handy link to modules, which is why I put this little clicking finger here, like click on this, so it keeps you focused. We do have a to-do list over here that Canvas gives us on this side of the screen. And it's pretty nifty, but sometimes I feel like it's overwhelming, that there's so much there. And this will focus you on what you need to do for the week. Okay, so let's scroll down more and let's look at our bulletin board. And I'm going to put me over here. And I have an image of Lisa Simpson, and she's bored in class. And here's a teacher over here and is screening a movie. And should this happen in class? Well, sometimes we're going to be bored if we're tired, but learning should be fun. It should be meaningful, a collaborative process. And when it's not, when you're just passive in a classroom and the teacher is stuffing information into your head, like your bank account, it's boring and it'll bore students. Okay, so this image of Lisa fits in with our research paper topic, which is what is the cause or causes of low student success rates in the U.S., and what is the solution or solutions to this problem? And I'm going to decorate the bulletin board every week of the 6-week semester with different images, okay? And that'll make it exciting. Scrolling down, I have a video workshopping the essay, and this is my teaching pedagogy and grading system. It's my philosophy, how I teach writing composition to you, which is what I'm doing. When you're teaching writing composition, you're teaching English. We just call it English because writing composition is such a mouthful. Okay, so let's scroll up And let's look at what else we have here. I told you modules is a Bible to our classroom. I'm going to click on this handy link here, and we can see that all of our work throughout the 6 weeks is right here. And this is what you just need to click on. We're essentially a one-tab classroom. Okay, down from modules, we have the syllabus. And I have it in 16 bite-sized pieces. I don't like those gigantic syllabi that are so hard to wade through. So I've divided it into 16 pieces. The instructor and course information is here. And you have my Skype number. I will not be physically present on the campus during the summer, but from 12 to 2 on Mondays and Wednesdays, except for holidays. My Skype name is Nuala Mary Linka, and here's my Skype number. We can have face-to-face conferences if you want to, and I'm always available. Okay, and so here is the rest of my communications policy, along with a handy video about how to use Skype if you've never used it before. Don't worry, it's not too complicated, and it's kind of fun. Maybe you'll want to use it with other people in your life, too. Okay, so I'm going to click on the back arrow in the syllabus, and I'm going to point out some other important information here. DSPNS and ADA rights. And what is DSPNS? It's Disabled Student Programs and Services, DSPNS, and ADA is American with Disabilities Act. If you have a learning disability or you learn in a different way, you're autistic, you will have more time in the classroom, but you need to be officially registered with DSPNS. And here is all the contact information for DSPNS. And I want to make one point clear. If you have a learning disability or you're autistic, it doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means you learn in a different way. Autism runs in my family, and my family members were not stupid. We just are different. So it's kind of like that movie Divergent, if you ever saw it. It's just a different way of functioning, of processing the world, okay? So this information is important, and it's there for you. Clicking back on syllabus, I'm going to encourage you to click on everything here, and particularly the academic integrity policy, which details plagiarism, what it is, that when you quote or you paraphrase a source, something you've read or you've heard, you need to acknowledge in your essays that you are quoting or paraphrasing that source, putting what that other person or organization said in your own words. So this is super important, and you need to read this very carefully. Okay, so that was the syllabus right here with our 16 pieces to it. And at the bottom, we have a summary of everything we're doing in class. We also have grades right here, and grades is incredibly important because in grades, this is where you learn your grade. And I also give notes to you about your assignment. I give you feedback. So that's super important. I had a student the other semester who didn't know that I was writing lots of notes to him in grades. And so you want to click on grades and receive my feedback to you. You're never throwing your assignment into a dark hole where you never have any response from me. I'm always giving you responses, okay? And I'm very active in our course discussions, which will be a big part of this class. Okay, so we also have Canvas tutorials. If you're unfamiliar with Canvas, you need to know how to use it. You can click on this link here. And we have Office 365, which I think is really nifty. A lot of these apps, such as Word, are so expensive, but if you go online, you can use Office 365 and it's all available to you for free. You just need to log in with your email. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up. I'm going back to our bulletin board and home. We are right here on this image of Lisa Simpson, and I'm going to remind you that I'm here in inbox. You're never bothering me when you email me. That's what I'm here for. I don't like to think I'm alone and that you're not a person on the other side of the screen. I like to have contact with you too. So you're never emailing me too much. If something isn't clear, you need to teach me how to make it clear because I won't know. That's one of the ways we collaborate. And we'll collaborate in lots of other ways in this classroom too. I'll learn things from you, and I'll guide you to learn things in this class, useful, meaningful information. Okay, so let's have a good classroom. Remember, I'm here and I care about your learning. All right, let's get started.